Fela Durotoye, widely known as a motivational speaker and an academia, is appearing on the platform for the third time running. He's worried that Nigeria has lost its value in all sectors of the economy and morally, thereby leaving the country in doldrums.
Our generation can be the one that will fix Nigeria. We don't have to pass on that responsibility to our children. That's what nation builders believe. But then nation builders also see. Nation builders commit. They commit their scarce resources. They commit the valuable time. They commit their network and their net worth. They commit everything they have to be able to deliver the future of a nation. Permit me to quickly say that the future of any nation is not just a time zone that is yet to come. It's not a date on a calendar that is yet to be revealed. The future of any nation is everything that nation can do but has not yet done. It's everything that nation can be but has not yet become. It's everything that the people of that nation can have but they just haven't possessed it yet. We have inherited a nation that isn't really working much. But that's not good enough a reason for us to bequeath a nation that doesn't work to the next generation. So my question is, in 2019, as we must make up our minds today, we are going to ask ourselves, are we going to be a wasted generation? You cannot have a new Nigeria without having a new Nigerian. And if Nigeria will be the most desirable nation to work in, we must first have the most desirable people to work with. If Nigeria will be the most desirable nation to live in, we must first have the most desirable people to live with. The new Nigeria is going to be an experience, not a promise. And it's going to be an experience that people will find on the roads depending on how you drive. The new Nigeria is going to come when you refuse to go on pedestrian lane because you didn't leave home early enough and yet you still want to get to work ahead of others. The new Nigerian is going to happen when you begin to care about the potholes, not just about getting a Jeep. The new Nigeria is going to happen when you begin to care about other people's children's education. So you must make a positive impact on everyone for us to have a new Nigeria.
Professor Yemi Osinbajo coming to join us on the platform, so you won't go anywhere. We're going back to the hall.
The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, arrives the hall to a warm welcome. He is the last speaker on the list. Professor Osinbajo is confident that when every Nigerian plays their roles in nation building, the result will be visible and impactful.
Nation building in its classical sense really just refers to the formal and informal processes by which political leadership attempt to build a national identity, a national ethos, a national spirit, especially in ethnically and religiously diverse societies. But it is my own thesis that while government's role is in casting the vision and creating the environment for nationhood, the real building of nations is done and best seen through the accomplishments of many outside of political leadership. Men and women in business, agriculture, in education, in entertainment, and the arts, who by just doing their business diligently, or serving faithfully, or making sacrifices, contribute to building the economies and social systems that ultimately build the nation. So this afternoon, I'm going to be sharing with you stories of some young people, many of whom I have had the privilege of meeting, who by just doing their own work faithfully have contributed to the building of our economy and the building of our nation. They have increased our national pride and our confidence. They have created opportunities for others, as well as inspired others to be the best that they can be. My point is that we can contribute in profoundly transformative ways to changing our society by just doing our own bit with excellence. But the building of a self-reliant nation must mean that the nation should at least be able to feed itself. The response of many young Nigerians to the call of government to grow what we eat and to eat what we grow, and also to diversify our economy, is responsible for the phenomenal growth we have experienced in the past 3 years in the agricultural sector in Nigeria. the transformation in productivity and increase in investment that Nigerian talent and entrepreneurship have brought to agriculture is just remarkable.
The Vice President is not unaware of the positive contributions made by some Nigerians, old and young, in their various professional fields, but insists that corruption is eaten deep into the nation's fabric. One of the agenda of President Buhari-led government is to fight corruption and restore the wealth of the nation. This is also the Vice President's talk point.
Grand corruption remains the most enduring threat to our economy. Just to give an example, $3 billion was stolen in what was called the so-called Strategic Alliance contract sometime in 2013. 3 Nigerians were responsible. Today, $3 billion is 1 trillion naira. Our budget, the entire budget, and budgets are estimates, not actual cash, is 7 trillion. So if 3 people made away with 1 trillion, and the entire national budget is 7 trillion, you cannot wonder how come it is that the economy will struggle. When oil in our country was selling for $100 to $114 a barrel, the government then spent $99 billion on transport, and agriculture got $15 billion. And transport got $15 billion, agriculture got $14 billion. All the ministries together, all those ministries mentioned, got $139 billion. Today, with oil prices between 60 and 70, power works and housing can get $415 billion. Transport gets 80. Agriculture gets 65. And the total is $560 billion. How come we can do more with less income? How come we're able to invest in infrastructure? How come we can do the Lagos-Kano standard gauge railway, the Mambila Hydro, the second Niger bridge, with 60% less income that we earned a few years ago? The truth is, just as Esong said, if you control corruption, you can do more with far less.
In all, the over 40-minute speech calls for unity across every ethnic and religious lines.
But the task of nation building is never done. The builders confront new problems every day. Today, we are confronted with the remnants of Boko Haram, with farmer-herdsman clashes, with the potential of ethno-religious conflict. We have to feed ourselves. We have to provide millions of new jobs. As every day, more people are added to the population. The job of the builder is not to complain or to escape, but to confront and to resolve. I believe the solution is in building that Nigerian bridge. The bridge will not be one that is built of steel or bricks or mortar. It is one that will be built of the strongest materials of all: our will to excel as Nigerians, our commitment to build a new society, men and women of a new Nigerian tribe. This is a bridge that connects us across tribes, across ethnicities, across dialects, a bridge that connects us across religion, politics, and across even generations. Every one of us can travel on this bridge, a strong and steady bridge, a bridge that rises from innovation and traditions that span the troubled waters of our past, a bridge that will withstand the powerful forces of fear, division, and exclusion, a bridge that can take the traffic of all our best ideas, our creativity, our human and material resources daily to the destination of our dreams. This bridge will be built with the wisdom of the elderly and the strength of the youth. All of us deserve some accolades. God bless you. Thank you very much.